Welcome to another edition of How to Q. Today, well, over the next couple days, I'm going to show you how to demo these 1980 countertops, and we're going to end up putting quartz countertops in here. I'm going to do a little bit myself, then I'm going to have a friend of mine come in and help me out. I've got to pay him, so I'm going to do as much as I can by myself. Check out my video on how I removed that sink. It was actually pretty easy. Now you'll see me just obviously pull out all the appliances, pull out the dishwasher, which is probably obviously the toughest thing to do. Wait, I actually did a video on that. I'm not going to show you that in the demo video. I did a separate video on how to remove this dishwasher. So click on this link up here and you can watch that video now. Now back to the countertop demo. Thank God those have wheels.
Here's a few of the tools that I use. Definitely need some sort of pry bar. This big one is nice. All right, now that we got the whole kitchen prepped and we've covered the cabinets, what we're gonna end up doing is taking the curbing along the edge off, and you've got this metal part along here. So the plan, I think, is gonna be to take all this stuff off and get inside here with this crowbar and just pop it up as we go along. Just stay tuned and you'll see what we end up discovering and how we take care of it. That was quick.
Wow! This is really fun!
The reason we're just pulling up the tile right now is when we tried to go between the concrete and the plywood actually started to break. So we were just trying to loosen up some of the top part of this counter. The goal is to get the hammer drill spade between the concrete and the plywood board. It makes this job go much quicker.
out was, I think the plastic was a good investment. I think it was like $2.20. You definitely have a razor blade to cut it, but it definitely kept the dust down, especially around the cabinets. I mean, I can run my fingers along here and just feel the dust. So I just wasn't sure how bad it would be. One other thing I want to point out, be really careful around these windows. The tile goes underneath here, so don't go crazy with the hammer drill. That probably took the longest and was worth being careful because if you break one of these windows, I just wasted all the money I saved by doing it myself. This is 1/2-inch plywood, and then we've got an 1.25 inch gap right here. So the 3-centimeter quartz countertop is going to fit perfectly underneath there. So I'm glad we didn't pull up this plywood.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm so glad I had 2 people to do that. And having a hammer drill was huge. Could you do it without it? Yeah, you definitely could. But that took us about an hour and a half, 2 people working pretty hard, as you can tell. Definitely get a mask. And you know what, if you're going to do a lot of this stuff or just a lot of stuff around the home, just spend the money. This was about $35, but well worth it. It was almost the tale of 2 sides. This side came up really quick. That side, not so much. Home Depot, I think, was going to charge us $850 to do this, so well worth it. One thing to watch out for when you're doing this, those big sheets we were pulling off, don't let them hit the ground. You will crack your tile or your wood. Definitely, if you've got wood flooring, protect it better than we did. This is just a lot of cleanup. Honestly, there was quite a bit of dust in here, so prepping it before I had my help show up really helped out. So please check out my other videos. I included some videos on how I removed that dishwasher, how I removed the sink. Check those out now. And please subscribe to How To Q. Really appreciate it. If you got any questions or any comments, maybe a better way to do this, please leave them in the comments. I like to read those. I definitely learned from you guys, hopefully as much as you learned from me. So that's it from here. Thanks again for watching How To Q. We'll see you next time.